Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. My name is Mabi, and today I want to discuss Dota 2 coming from the perspective of someone who has been playing Dota 2 since Dota 1, the Warcraft Frozen Throne days. I've played Heroes of Newerth, aka Han, League of Legends, Smites, a lot of different MOBAs, but I always keep coming back. Why is that? Today I'm going to discuss whether or not it's worth playing in 2020. I'll try to give some information that might help out those of you who have never played the game, who are thinking about jumping in, and for those of you who maybe have like a 5+ year count, you took a long break and you want to jump back in. Is it worth it? Well, let's get started. Let's just quickly go over what Dota is and the advantages of starting a new account as opposed to, playing other games. So, like I said, it came out in 2011 to 2013. It is a standalone from the it's a standalone sequel from the Frozen Throne Warcraft 3 battle maps, and jumped in here. It used to be called Dota All Stars, Defense of the Ancients. Now it's just Dota 2, which is pretty awesome. So jumping in today, I would say if you want to jump in and learn, there has never been a better time. Like, as the years go by, there are more and more tools, either on third-party websites like YouTube, Twitch streams, and tons of guide sites to learn how to play the game. There are constantly new updated change logs and stuff for you guys to learn. There's a lot of new in-game tools that definitely wasn't there when you started, like demoing heroes, a ton of in-game guides. There's a last-hitting practice map. There's a lot of custom maps that help new players out. So in terms of learning the game, and everyone has their own opinion, but personally I've played a lot of MOBAs. I feel like Dota is the most balanced and complex one there is. It does have a sort of aesthetic that is, I would say, a little bit more darker than the more popular League of Legends, but that's why I think League of Legends is way more popular. It has that anime aesthetic. It is way more inclusive with all the different types of characters, where Dota is more of like, Warcraft 3 Horde style. Alright, so as a new player, learning, it's not an issue. You can jump in, learn with friends who have already been playing, go to live streams, or look at those guides. The only bad part about playing a new account, and if you want to get really good and you want to do like ranked play, you have to play 100 hours on that account for you to unlock ranked, which is going to take a very, very long time. I don't think it was the case maybe only like 3 or 4 years ago. I could be wrong, but I did a little bit of research about if I were to make a new account, how long would it take for me to recalibrate again, to start out fresh. And yeah, I saw the 100-hour thing, and I'm like, I'll just continue my own account. Besides, I have a ton of items on there. And one thing that you have to think about when jumping in to any online setting, of course, like if you're playing Call of Duty, if you're playing Halo, you're gonna be playing with other people. It's not 1-on-1, it's 5v5. So you, for like half an hour to an hour, it's you, 4 other people on your team, and 5 other enemies. And everyone has an opinion. Everyone has different skill levels. Everyone is in a different mindset. You're gonna have people that work together with you, that talk with using text, or using the in-game chat, or using their mic. And then you're gonna have people who are just nasty, gross, sad, pathetic, low lives, who just complain and don't learn, and just have really terrible people skills, and just flame, even though they're doing the wrong things themselves. And it's a very, very toxic community, no matter what game you're playing. But specifically MOBAs, it's a little more intimate, because there's only a small amount of group of people, and you're gonna be playing for quite a long time with them. You can ban them, you can avoid them, but you're gonna run into a lot of randoms. So if you are jumping back in, or if you're playing this for the very first time, the game is great, it's fun. The only thing I have to say is it's gonna get toxic. It is going to get toxic, and you have to either mute everybody or learn to deal with it. Personally, whenever I see people being toxic, I always try to say, hey man, don't worry about it. You messed up, don't worry, keep going. Keep a positive mental attitude. I feel like doing that more than like a couple times, it has helped the team stay together. You know, they move on to problems like, oh, you're not doing anything mid, you're not ganking, you're being freaking useless. I go, no, he's farming, don't worry about it. He's gonna jump on in, and he does it. You know, he does it. He helps out the team. And then I remember there's one time where I did it. It was like a couple years ago. I was like, no, man, we're on the cusp of losing. I was like, no, keep it up, guys. Let's just smoke here, chillax here, wait for my command. We'll go around. You know, everyone listen. Everyone's super pissed at that point. But then they listened. We finished the game. And then as soon as we were hitting the ancient, everyone's like, woo, we're winning. And then the one guy who was the super most toxic on the team, I didn't mute him or anything. He was using voice chat. He was all like, man, you know, how did you do it, man? How did you do it, mommy? You know, how did you know we were going to win? You know, I'm like, dude, just be calm. Be calm. And honestly, playing MOBAs is a testament, it's a reflection of your own personality, where you're at in life. It seems deeper than it is, but it actually is true. The game has so many different phases: the drafting phase, the laning phase, the mid phase, late, all that stuff. There are so many different things happening. Your attention is split everywhere. Minimap, cooldowns, items, money, positioning, enemy and player ally positioning, everything. There are so many things to think about, and that's why Dota is like one of the all-time greatest strategy games for me, because you have a small part in it. But you are one of 5 total against 5 others, and it's so exciting when things work out, and when things go bad. That's a true reflection of what you as a person and as a player can do. Your limits, your game IQ, your personality, your actual IQ. I got killed 1 or 2 times. Am I going to sit there and rage and complain about the other people who aren't helping me? No. I have to reevaluate what happened here. I pushed too far. Why am I trading hits with this guy? He has way too much strength than me. What am I doing wrong? I use my spells when I should be saving a stun from when a guy's teleporting. You know, maybe I could have brought more consumables to me. Maybe, you know, I should let my teammate know I'm going to go a little aggressive. They should help me out. Maybe I should tell them to stack. There are hundreds and thousands of ways games can go. And honestly, it is up to you to reevaluate yourself and only better yourself. If you sit there and you bitch and you don't learn anything at all, even if you think you played perfectly, look how you lost. What went wrong? Did we not have enough wards? Did we not have enough sentries? Maybe, you know, no one bought a blade mill when we truly needed it. Maybe we need to run around and hit the back line rather than hit the first person we see in the front. There's a lot. So is Dota worth playing in 2020? I come back, I take a break. I usually take it off. I take a year off. I come back. I take a year off. I come back. Dota is updating and changing all the time. It is getting better and better and even more complex than when it started. There are way more new mechanics, and this really, really is. I'm not exaggerating. Probably the best MOBA out there in terms of like overall gameplay. But if you want to go with static and stuff, I see why people want to go for the new ones. And hey, there's that new Pokemon one coming out. You guys excited for that one? By the way, all the gameplay you're seeing today, if you got to the end of this episode, I want to let you guys know, all of it is straight from the Twitch channel. I am streaming it a lot. I'm also uploading it. I have a series called Daily Dota 2. I'm uploading it on my Let's Play channel. So, to answer the question, is Dota 2 worth playing in 2020? For new players and old players coming in, it's better than it has been. I think numbers have definitely dropped for, you know, overall players, like for the month, but barely dropped. You might see some headlines or people like Omega loading like, oh, Dota did not hit 8 million unique users this month. Those people, man. As any game goes on, you're always gonna lose people because there are other newer exciting things to try out and play. But this one has been consistent for a very long time. It is one of the very top esports alongside Overwatch and League of Legends and Counter-Strike. It's fun to get into. If you're playing casually, they have a turbo mode, which basically is half the time of a regular game, where everything is super crazy fast paced, so you can jump in and practice heroes and have fun. There's unranked games where you can practice your heroes without any repercussions to your overall, MMR. And of course, for the ranked, there is classic ranked where everyone just chooses a lane, and then you have to really talk to your allies to figure out who's going where. And then they have what I really like to play all the time, the roles MMR, roles ranked, where you pick a role before you, you have there's 5 roles: hard support, supports, position, off lane, mid, and safe lane, and you choose one, check as many as you want. Like, oh, I don't want to play safe or mid, I'm gonna check those off, and then you queue up, and then you find people, and you all match up. So usually everyone is in the safe lane and does whatever they want, so you don't have to deal with them. There's banning, there's always heroes being added, new items and changes. It's evolving at a very, very high pace. And if you want to be super competitive, you absolutely have to keep up with all the news. But if you just want to play casually, all the tools are there for you to learn, and one day you can jump on in. So yes, Dota 2 is worth playing for new and old players. Just remember though, the only bad things are very toxic community, very toxic. But that's every MMO, RPG, MOBA, FPS shooter online, everything, guys. So you just have to deal with it. Like I said, this is more of an intimate level though, because you're stuck with these people. You can mute them or freaking find a way to work together. And please, for the love of God, do not be a flaming little bitch in the game. Do not be a pathetic flaming little bitch. If you don't like what people are saying, mute them, work on your own game, get better. Don't flame others. You ruin their whole game mentality, and they're just going to play worse. So if you want to rise up at MMR, you have to be a good person. Try your hardest. If you're losing, don't blame others. Figure out what you did wrong, reevaluate, and go from there. So, Dota 2, yeah, it's worth playing. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to go play a quick game right now. Alright, so if you guys enjoyed, leave a like. It helps a lot. If you haven't already, subscribe for videos. I am, like I said, live streaming Dota a lot. Would love to see you there. Maybe we can party up. And if you want to see my daily Dota 2 videos, it's on my Let's Play channel. Links down below. Join our Discord, Twitter, all that stuff. Thanks, and I'll see you guys next time.